Welcome to Tech Photo Blog. This is episode number 92. This week we're going to be talking about the camera axe and how you can turn it on to take photos with an external remote or a real-time clock or even through the internet. So the option that enables this is actually an option in the software. And it has been there for a long time, but not very many people are using it, so I want to point it out today and sort of explain to people how it works and what sort of use cases it uses, because it's a really cool feature, and I think it's underutilized. So the option in the Camera Axe software is actually this startup mode, and by default it is to menu. And what that basically means is that every time you turn on the camera axe, you will be back into the menu. And that's kind of nice if you want to, not want to turn, if you don't want to turn on the camera axe and like start taking photos immediately. But if you change that to photo, like that, that means every time you turn on the camera axe, it will start in the mode you had left it in. If you had left it in the photo mode, then it will continue taking photos. You could like turn it off and then turn it back on in intervalometer mode, and it'll just sort of continue taking photos when you turn it back on. Now that by itself isn't that cool, except when you have the camera axe off and you plug in a USB power, then it turns it back on. It turns the device on. So that means as long as you have an external device that can turn on and off the USB power on command, then you can turn on and off the camera axe and it will continue on taking photos in the mode it was in. So that's really what we're going to be talking about today. Now for our first example, let's imagine you want to take lightning photos, but you only want to take them at nighttime. So we have the lightning menu, which I've talked about extensively in the past, and that just requires you to plug in a light sensor here, but there's really no way in that menu currently to take photos only at night. So what you could use is one of these simple Christmas light timers, and you change it to dusk until dawn. So it's got a little light sensor here, and basically as long as it's nighttime, it will provide power. So you plug this into your outlet, you plug a USB power device into this, then you plug that into the camera axe, and then you plug this into the wall, you turn off the camera axe, and then during the nighttime the camera axe will turn back on and trigger on lightning, but during the daytime the camera axe would remain off. As another example, let's imagine you just want to set up a normal intervalometer to take photos every 4 seconds. You'd activate this, and now it's taking photos every 4 seconds, but you have no way of turning it on or off remotely. Now, I don't have one of these, but for like 20 bucks, you can buy an outlet that is internet controlled. Basically, it connects to your Wi-Fi network, and then you can plug a device in. You'd plug this device into that internet-enabled outlet, and then you could turn the camera axe on and off over the internet and start up the intervalometer to take photos only when you enable the intervalometer via the internet. So that's a pretty cool use case. And there's real-time clocks and all sorts of other things you could turn the camera axe basically on and off with. And when it gets turned back on via this power signal, here I'll just plug it in right now, and you can see it's back on intervalometer mode, and it's taking photos again. And I'm gonna just unplug it now. The camera axe would turn off, not take photos. You turn it back on and it's taking photos again. So there's all sorts of use cases for this, and I hope people get out there and take some cool shots with the camera axe. Thanks for watching.